Welcome to the Interactive Body Balance Radio Show for health and fitness tips.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasik, and thank you guys so much for joining our show today from around the world, where we talk health, fitness, nutrition, functional medicine, and personal development. Well, folks, it's been a little while, and it always is a little while. I feel like I say it all the time, but it has just been a very busy time. It's a great time. Things are looking up, and business is amazing. Medical clients, so many people reaching in for help, and we try to help as many as we can, and that's our goal, or that's our purpose in life, our mission. So we enjoy that, and spring's approaching, right? So that's what we're doing, and want to take a second to do this podcast because I'm excited about the future of health. I'm excited about where it's going. I know over the past couple of years, there's been a lot of people, down or sad and what's going on with COVID-19 and everything, and their health is taking a turn for the worse. Trust me, I get to see it. I see hundreds of patients, clients, right? So I understand what's going on, but I'm excited, right? I'm excited about, energy and vitality. I'm excited about the human body progressing and getting better. And each and every one of you, just living your best life. I really am. In the Today Show, obviously I've been doing a lot of reading and studying, which we like to do, and working with people in the medical field. And I'm going to talk about some things of the future, right? So where health is going. I've already talked about precision nutrition. I've already talked about, individual health, right? So looking at labs and food and protocols. And I've already looked at all that, and that's great. And so we can test you, and we can find out, and we can design a program for you. But how about even deeper? So 3 areas I want to focus on and talk about briefly. We could talk about these for hours, and there's many skilled professionals in this field. But 3 areas you're going to really hear a lot about in the coming years, right? And I want you guys to pay attention and just say, you know what? I remember when Mike said that back in 2022. Okay? I'm not your medical doctor. Don't misconstrue this as medical advice. This is just, what's out there, giving you my input, giving you my take, the exciting times ahead, and that's the disclaimer because it's the truth, right? All right, I've talked about peptides before. I've talked about peptides probably about 2 months ago. So peptides are short strings of amino acids, typically around 2 to 20 or 2 to 50 roughly amino acids. You guys know, so you have amino acids. You have, peptides, like I said, around 2 to 20, 2 to 50, sorry. You have proteins, typically greater than 50 amino acids. And peptides are used, it's easier for the body to absorb the proteins. When they're that size, they're smaller, they're easier to break down. And I have a visual all the time. So just picture all these scattered little molecules, right? Like just a bunch of circles. Those are amino acids. And you string them together between 2 and 50. That's a peptide. And then you string them together and interchange them like a big web. That's a protein, right? So I know it's hard to say on a podcast. That's why it's, tripped up over a few words. But it's visual in my brain, and that's what it is. So just think of peptides as that. 2 to 50 amino acids strung together, and they're very helpful. They're really, they have a designed mechanism. There's so many things they can do for you. Like BP 157, that's a peptide I've talked about before I actually looked into it too. In terms of getting it in Canada. It's good for injury, wound healing, gut health. TB 500, it's great for tendons, ligaments, muscles. IGF-1, LR3, it's good for increasing muscle. Thymolin, immune system, humanin, age-related diseases. There's so many specific peptides, so those little amino acids in a structure that are good for your body, and you can get them and again get better. There's injectable ones. I believe BP 157 can be taken orally. It's one of the only ones that can. But there's ways to heal. And peptides are one. You'll hear a lot more about this in the coming, months and years. They're already out there. They're really used in many other countries aside from Canada for whatever reason. But many of my friends, peers, colleagues use them with great success. So if you're injured or you want to improve upon many things, peptides is one of them. All right. Again, I know I glazed over hundreds of pages in 3 minutes, but the next one, and this is a big one, it's gaining a lot of traction around the world for various reasons. I'm reading about it too in Life Force, but there's many, Dr. Sinclair talks about this for many years. I've followed his work, but stem cells. Stem cells is going to be a big one. In Canada, probably you're still a few years out. US, they're already using them, with thousands of people, and they're pretty expensive. People go to Colombia, they go all over the world to get them done. What are they? Special human cells that can develop into many different types of cells. They range from muscle cells to brain cells. They can also fix damaged tissues. Many high-quality researchers believe, cell-based therapies will one day treat serious illness like paralysis, Alzheimer's disease. Couple of types of stem cells, two main forms. There's embryonic, right, stem cells, and then adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells used in research today, unused embryos, right, result of in vitro fertilization procedures. Donated to science. Again, let's not get into the politics of this or the religion of this, okay? Please, that's not where I want to go. I'm just telling you right there. The embryonic stem cells are pluripotent. It means they can turn into more than one type of cell. It's what makes them very powerful. And then adult cells, right? There are two types of adult stem cells. One type comes from fully developed tissues, such as the brain, skin, bone marrow, and there are only a small number of stem cells in these tissues. They're more likely to be used to generate other cells. For example, a stem cell that comes from the liver will only make liver cells. The second type, as we already talked about, is pluripotent stem cells. And these adult stem cells have been changed in the lab to be more like the embryonic stem cells. Scientists first reported that human cells to be changed in this way back in 2006. Lots of information on stem cells. My God, for what's coming is pretty incredible. I'll leave it at that. But just know that stem cells are a way of healing some diseases. They're a way of, improving, chronic issues. So many mentors have had this done with great success. There's, surgeries that have been done where they opted for stem cells instead of a shoulder surgery or knee surgery. And, to this day, 6 years later, no pain, full range of motion, right? So pay attention. Last one. This is a big one. And again, just giving you what's coming, why I'm excited about some things. A lot of this stuff needs more development, more practicality. It needs to be, done more. I'm all about that. You guys know me, like trial, test, go through the phases. Use the trials have to be done extensively on different types of mammals, right? You have to do this. But it's here, it's coming. And I've talked about CRISPR before. CRISPR, powerful tool for editing genomes, allows researchers to easily alter DNA sequences and modify gene function. Many applications, including correcting genetic defects, treating, preventing the spread of diseases, improving the growth of resilience of crops. There's ethical concerns, there's no doubt, okay? Trust me, I'm, very spiritually based, faith-based guy, and people don't like this because it's acting like God, right? Changing your God-given body. I'm not getting into the ethics or the politics on it. I'm just letting you know that CRISPR's out there. It's being used. They're looking at ways to cure and help people with serious illnesses. And there you go. And there's different types of CRISPR, and it's just one modality. Now, gene editing. Someone says, well, gene editing CRISPR, what's the difference? A number of different techniques to change the DNA, can be considered gene editing, right? So you can do so many things: insertion, deletion, replacement, modification. CRISPR is just one component. Gene editing is a wide spectrum, a big general term to use. CRISPR is just one component of that, gene editing. So if you ever hear that, it's been getting a lot of headlines, but I want to let you guys know that many people are going down this path. There's stocks. I'm going to invest in some of them. Actually, I've already invested in a couple of them, and I won't even name them because I don't even care. Right? In the sense of, I like health, I like technology, I like helping people, and so if there's ones out there that can do well and make a difference in this world, I'm all for it. Again, ethics and politics aside, so please leave those out of here. It's a whole other call. So folks, peptides, stem cells, CRISPR, gene editing, amazing times ahead. I'm excited for the future of health, right? And I hope one day disease or even like paralysis or, issues from birth, let's say blindness or deaf, right, can one day be fixed. Now, it has to be taken into context, and it has to be done properly and with oversighting and boards and people to monitor this stuff. I do not like, ad hoc kamikaze stuff, especially with health. And everything's got to be, vetted and done properly. And that's all I'm going to say on that. All right, I hope you guys like this show on why I'm excited about where health's going and some of the great things that can happen. So if you know somebody suffering, I always, it's one line I always use for no matter what it is. Just buy more time. If you can buy yourself more time, if you can just hang on, keep holding on, things will get better in the future. I've said that through the last 2 years. I've said that for 25 years I've been involved in health, probably longer than that. Some great things coming. I look at everything as the glass, not even half full, as fully full. I look at opportunity in everything. I look at potential. I see the potential in everybody. I see the opportunity in everybody. And I look at it where I think the future is going to be good. I think people are gonna overcome a lot of things, and I think they're gonna find ways to get better. Right? The human race is pretty resilient. It is. It really is resilient. So there we go. That's what I think's coming. And that's just from a science standpoint. Let's get it. We can get a mindset if you want after how I think, what you can accomplish with that. All right. The website, interactivebodybalance.com, MikeDasiak.com. You can head on over there and check out what we do. And we're blessed to have people, go over there and we just try to help. All right. Books are free. I have 2 free books over there. You want to go over there, you can download them. Just always thankful. We're blessed to say that again, but it's there. The social media, Mike Dasiak, Interactive Body Balance on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't do TikTok. I don't pull out the dance moves that often, so I keep that to a minimum. And but actually, people have found the show via TikTok some way or the other. So, but there's other ways. So come on over, folks. Now you know what I close my show with every day. Okay, folks. Number 1, you got to work hard. No substitute for hard work. I'm a real stickler for hard work. You gotta work hard. I don't like laziness. I just never have. Even if you're not good at something, just work hard at it, and that really makes me happy. Number 2, add value to the world. Add your skills. So everybody's got unique skills and unique abilities. Please add them to the world. Share them with the world. The world needs to see it, hear it, feel it. Whatever you guys are talented, please share your gifts with the world. Number 3, help other people. I say go your way to pull out chairs, open doors, give up your time, so volunteer, give money where you can, so charities or wherever you can, $5 here, it doesn't matter, just, help where you can. And number 4, smile and have some fun. With the world opening up a lot more in the month of March 2022 and onwards, I think it's time for a lot of people to have some fun. I think they need to really laugh more, they need to party more, they need to be with other people. We're all connected via energy, right? You really are. And so you need to do that. Have more fun. All right. Live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you guys like the show. Share it where need be. People need to have that motivation, and they need to get ready and excited for 2022. Team, take care, and we'll talk to you guys real soon.